Mike Worth, everyone.
How you guys doing? My name's Mike Worth. I'm the co-founder of BGI Philly, Penn grad. I'm going to talk to you about growing a $41 billion industry here in Philly that grew 18% last year, an industry that Philly is targeted for. Get ready, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of information. So let's just get started. Video games are not just Grand Theft Auto. They are interactive entertainment that is hardware and software. If you have an iPhone and you have downloaded a game, you're a gamer. If you play World of Warcraft, where you play with 2,000 other people who play on a giant quest, you're a gamer. Video games make money in more ways than just selling something at the actual store. World of Warcraft generates $1 billion per quarter for Blizzard by monthly subscription. Disney bought Club Penguin as an IP for $350 million. It's the most popular social game for kids 8 to 13. Why are video games great? Because last year, video games grew 18% and had $41 billion, and they're double-digit growth this year in a recession. Film, TV, and music declined in sales, while video games grew double digits. Here's the thing. People are like, games are just fun. No. There's a game called Remission. Kids play Remission, and they fire and they kill tumor cells. These kids are undergoing chemo. They have a 15% higher tolerance to pain. IP Keys up in North Jersey does simulations for our military about explosive devices. Oh, video game professionals. They have college degrees. They're people at Penn and Drexel and Temple. They're engineers, musicians, and the best part is the average salary is $70,000 per year. Who wants to blow stuff off for $70K a year? I do. Video games are not just about killing aliens anymore. The average age of gamers is 35. The number one demographic is males 18 to 25. The number two, women 30 to 55 with iPhones. 84% of the games are family-friendly games. They're a fantastic industry for us. And people say, oh, it's just like movies, right? No. Hollywood comes into our city, rapes, pillages, and leaves after 3 months. Video games look like offices. 80% of the space is designated to computers and office space. The other 20% is for Nerf wars. And this is why Philly should build. For Crytek, 250 employees that have sat in the city for 9 years and have made hundreds of millions of dollars for that city. That's what a video game does for a city. A 250-person office that sits there for 9 years. And this is what happens when a city helps a studio set up. Toronto helped Ubisoft set up with tax incentives. Ubisoft committed 800 full-time jobs over 10 years to Toronto and gave $500 million of its own money to Toronto. I'd like that. Philly's cost of not doing business. Here's the best part. We have 30 people out of Penn and 50 out of Drexel, the top 2 game design programs in the country. They leave to go to Microsoft, Sony, and EA. $5.6 million of taxable revenue is lost every year because we're not having an industry. Here's the best part. It can be anywhere. These are all hotspots. Microsoft in Seattle. Look at the East Coast. Boston, New York, New Jersey, Baltimore, Research Triangle, Atlanta, and Florida all have top game industries that generate millions of dollars of revenue. Now's the time to make games. You know why? Because there's a new price point. You don't have to build a $60 game. You can build a $15 game for the WiiWare, and you can build it with 10 people in 3 to 6 months, and it can be a highly leveraged and fast, agile industry. And it's a perfect entry point for a city like us. Here's the problem with other cities. You have to have 7 sectors that all interact. Government, academia, existing studios. With those sectors interacting and giving and getting from each other, you build an industry. Connecticut didn't, that's why they're shit out. Alright? Enter our team. We're a bunch of stubborn 35-year-old men who have 3-year-old daughters who do not want to pack up and move to San Francisco. I moved back here from New York, but I didn't move to LA. So we're going to bring the industry here so we can be lazy. The top 3 things studios are asking for, we know because we've talked to 10 studios. They want talented university students. We're golden. They want deep community professionals. DCI Philly's already assembled that team. And they want competitive tax incentives like Boston and Georgia. Now, when Georgia did tax incentives in 2007, there were 10 studios and less than 300 individuals working. They did a 30% tax incentive, got the universities on board. In 1 year, they grew to 90 studios, 2,000 employees who generated $90 million for the state of Georgia in 12 months. Alright, this is all the stuff we're doing. So we have to create competitive tax incentives. We're working with state government. We have to network with AAA studios, which we're doing. We're helping the studios pitch to VC investors so that they're actually competitive investment portfolios. And when we're done with all that, that's what we end up with. The Liberty Bell of death. When every single